What are direct payments? Direct payments are payments made to individual people by social services so that they can plan and pay for the support they need. Direct payments can be used to employ a personal assistant or support worker, or to pay an agency to provide support. Direct payments can also be used to pay for short breaks, evening classes, sports and leisure activities, or specialist coaching.
The whole ethos behind direct payments is to give choice and control and independence to the user. Direct payments are an alternative to most of the services provided by the council. So that includes things like personal care, home care, day services. It doesn't cover residential care and it doesn't cover nursing care. And you can't buy council-run services with a direct payment.
Direct payments are flexible and designed to meet individuals' needs, and so some people receive direct payments to fund 2 or 3 hours support a week, while others use direct payments to fund full-time assistance.
The first step to get a direct payment is to have your needs assessed, and you need to be eligible for services under something called FACS, which is Fair Access to Care Services. Fair Access to Care Services is a national programme which sets out levels of need, and councils then decide which of those needs become eligible within their area.
In some local authorities, people assessed as having moderate, critical or substantial needs will be eligible for direct payments. In other areas, direct payments will only be available to people assessed as having critical or substantial need.
The sorts of people who can have direct payments are parents of disabled children, young people aged 16 to 18, carers, and then adults over 18 who have a physical or sensory impairment, people with mental health needs, people with learning difficulties, older people, people living with HIV.
Disabled parents can also receive direct payments to assist them in their parenting role.
If you're already in receipt of services from the council, you can go onto a direct payment. Obviously, you'll be eligible under FACS because you're already receiving a service, but you would normally need to be reassessed by a social worker or care manager.
Direct payments will not affect your social security benefits because they're not treated as income. However, if you employ a personal assistant, you will be responsible for reporting any changes that might affect the PA's benefits. If you have savings of over £20,500, you will not be eligible for direct payments. Also, if you have a work-related pension, you may not be eligible to receive direct payments. Social services around the country all have slightly different rules about money and direct payments, and so you will need to check the details locally.
In terms of running the direct payment, there is help available. Most authorities will either commission another organisation to provide support, or they will run it themselves. And in South Gloucestershire, we use WESL, the West of England Centre for Inclusive Living, to provide support to direct payment users. Wherever you go, social services really recognise that users require support to be able to set up direct payments. Each authority may have different schemes, but generally it's accepted that users require specialist support.
The units in this DVD include people who receive direct payments talking about why they chose direct payments, how they prepared for an assessment, and how they manage their support. The unit on the Direct Payments Support Service at the West of England Centre for Inclusive Living describes how WESL can support people throughout the process. WESL's Direct Payment Service works in Bath and North East Somerset, Bristol, North Somerset and South Gloucestershire. Other organisations offer similar support in other parts of the country.